All-Star game this upcoming weekend in Indiana after re-aggravating a groin injury in that final minute of Tuesday's win over the Connecticut Sun. Clark had missed 4 games and the Commissioner's Cup final with that groin injury earlier this month, and now will be out for this weekend's festivities, which really stinks for fans, but you know that if there was any way that she could be out there, she would be. Shortly before the show, Clark released this statement through the Fever's social media account saying that she's so excited for Indiana to host WNBA All-Star this weekend, and that she says she knows that this is going to be the best All-Star yet. But she does go on to say how incredibly sad and, quote, disappointed she will be to not be able to participate, adding, quote, "I have to rest my body. I'll still be at Gainbridge Fieldhouse for all of the action. I'm looking forward to helping Sandy coach our team to a win." So we'll be covering this story throughout NBA Today with live reporting from Indiana as well. But first we say hello to our Tim McMahon and our 2016 champ, Iman Shumpert. Iman, I'm going to start with you on this one. As a fan, it's a big bummer we're not going to see Caitlin, although I do understand the decision to have to sort of protect her body here. What do you think?
I think it's smart. I think that, you want to play as much basketball as you can, and you want to do it at the highest level you can, right? Going back to Indiana and not being able to put on the show that she wants to put on, I can totally understand her decision to want to sit it out.
But it's a big-time bummer, obviously. The belle of the ball can't get out on the dance floor, and that, let's be honest, that puts a big-time damper on the whole party.
It does. And, of course, she says she will be around. She's going to be an excellent host this weekend, and we look forward to seeing her back on the floor whenever that may be. Now joining us, fresh off a flight to Indianapolis with the latest on Clark's status for the weekend, Alexa Philippou. Alexa, what more can you tell us about the decision for Clark to sit out this weekend?
Yeah, well, certainly a bummer, I think, across all of Indianapolis, all of the WNBA world to hear this news. And we know that yesterday, Stephanie White told us reporters that it was a decision that Caitlin Clark and her team would be making, that she was going to stay out of it, and it was going to be something that they had to consider. Yes, how exciting and fun and important it would have been to have her participate in this weekend's festivities, but at the same time that they needed to take into consideration her long-term health, especially because now this is the 4th separate injury that she's had since the preseason, and knowing the second half of the season is coming up, knowing that the Fever want to take that playoff push, it just simply wasn't worth it for her to participate, and that she, as she said in that statement, needs to rest. So she's going to be involved, I'm sure, on the sidelines. We also know she's going to be at this very important set of negotiations for the new collective bargaining agreement that the Players Association and the league are having today. She told me the other day that she was going to be there and is definitely keeping a close eye on how those talks go. So that might be just as important as what she would have been able to do on the court. But certainly a bummer. Brittany Sykes will be taking her place. The league just announced that's definitely a well-deserved bid for Sykes, the Washington Mystics guard, but definitely a little bit of a damper on the weekend, and we'll have to see, too. So we look forward, the Fever going back to the Liberty. It's supposed to be a game on Tuesday. We will have to see if Clark will be available for that, but given all of these injuries piling up and the fact that they're really trying to focus on her long-term health, then we'll have to see if she'll even be able to be available for that game as well.
Right, because she was sort of an iron woman through college and even her first year in the WNBA, and then this season now missing almost 10 games here is something we're not used to seeing from Caitlin Clark. Alexa, enjoy All-Star Weekend nonetheless, and we will see you soon. It does begin tomorrow night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indy. The three-point contest, the skills challenge, that's at 8 o'clock Eastern, and Saturday night, the 21st annual All-Star Game, it's on ABC. Coverage tips with our friends on WNBA Countdown, that's at 8 o'clock.